We're back at the Otane domain, and with me here I have Sonny Nepe-Apatu. Sonny, thanks so much for taking the time to do this for us, mate. It's really appreciated. Can you tell me, first of all, let's go back to the Ngati-Porou Rugby Club. That's a club dear to your heart, and mine for many years. I played over there and played with your uncle. And loved the culture that Ngati-Porou Rugby Club had, and I believe it still continues along that vein.
Yep. No, been a big part of my life for 20 odd years. Just recently retired it'll be 2 years ago. Coming out of recess, and I thought I'd give rugby a go because I was a leaguey boy, and I come back to Ngati-Porou and gave back, and was a player. Then I ended up being a coach for a number of years there, and a special moment out at Ngati-Porou, I got to play with my two boys. So playing with your boys and was a real special feeling. Yeah,
I can imagine that would have been absolutely amazing. I mean, there's no way I got to play with my boys rugby wise, but I did get to play with them cricket wise. So and it's a hell of a good feeling.
Yeah.
So. You were a leaguey. Where did you play your league?
So I played a bit of age group rugby league for Hawke's Bay, and played up in the bay there, played for Taradale Eagles we were called, and then went on, made higher honours in the rugby league circle and Māoris and Hawke's Bay, and then got a bit injured and thought, a bit hard, and I might come back home and just play some rugby, give that a go again. Yeah. So.
Cool. I mean, pretty similar, really. Pretty similar style of you're out on a paddock, similar, and but look, league's still reasonably strong in the bay.
Oh, it is. It's coming back now. League's starting to pick up, and all the clubs are getting involved. All the rugby clubs are getting involved now, and so which is really good for rugby league, and good for rugby and league because everybody's playing both sports.
Yeah, and I believe after the rugby season finishes, sometimes the players that have played rugby will go and play league.
Yeah, pretty much that's what's happening now. They'll be kicking off in another couple of weeks, I think, and yeah. Years
ago, that probably wouldn't have been allowed, would it?
No. Years ago, we were playing rugby on a Saturday, and then we played league on a Sunday. So that's back when I was playing. So I was playing rugby for Colts on a Saturday, and then going playing Prem's League on a Sunday. So yeah.
I suppose then you were young and fit and the body wasn't too bad. How's the body now after all that?
Well, a couple of surgeries, facial surgeries and knee reconstruction. It's all right.
I mean, the hits in league and rugby now will certainly, compared to my day, a hell of a lot greater. The body contact is a lot more. I mean, playing in the backs, I did my best to run away from all that, but you can't really get away from it now, no matter where you play.
Yeah, playing league, I went from a centre and then went from centre to prop, and then so there was a big difference. You had to put on a bit of weight, and I thought, So I went from centre to prop, and then come back to rugby union, and then they said, you got to play prop. I was like, and a different game altogether again. Crouch, bind, set, and then. League is not much pushing. You certainly got to earn your way to play in the front row. So, yeah. Yeah,
I imagine. Yeah, in the front row. She would be a different ball game altogether. Really, you look at it. But hey, Sonny, well, thanks for those sort of things. Now, can you give us a little bit of a rundown on your involvement? Firstly, with the under-18s today.
Yep. So, cut a long story short. 3 years ago. Well, I won't go back there. I'll go back to the under-18s. Yes. So with the under-18s, it was got a phone call from the CEO of Ngati-Porou East Coast, and he just said, "Hey, can we bring an under-18s team down?" So we said, "Yeah, no, that's cool. We'll sort something out." We got a hold of Te Aute College, Central College, and they were going to combine to make a team, but as of 2 weeks ago. They've got Central close to making semi-finals. TA had a bit of heavy itinerary, So we did a lot of phone calls around with the local clubs and say, hey, can you send your under-18 boys in? And as of last Tuesday, we had 28 turn up at training. It was like, wow, good response by all the clubs. Yeah.
Oh, that's tremendous, and what a bloody great idea. Yeah, so you managed the team today along with Liam O'Dowd was coaching?
Yep, Liam O'Dowd and, Steve Baker was another one. And another one of the OngaTV boys, played for Central Prems. I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah, he was helping out.
Yeah, he was helping out.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah.
Everybody stuck their hand up and, yeah.
Oh, look, good on you guys. But now going back to the actual organisation of this day's event between Central and Ngati-Porou East Coast, it goes back 2 or 3 years.
She goes back about 3 years.
Yeah.
So I'll cut a long story short. I was in the Raza and the Tiki Tiki Hotel, and back then was Kushla Tangaire. She was the CEO, and we had a bit of a conversation and said, hey, how about getting a game down here in Central Hawke's Bay? So then, we hummed and hawed, and she said, yeah, we'll jack something up. Just give me an email. Hey, I'm no good at this email stuff, so I left it for about 6 months, and then grew the courage to send the email, and got a response, and yeah, they wanted to make something happen, and that was in 2020. Unfortunately, it didn't go ahead due to, as we all know, COVID, and so we had to postpone the game and cancel it. 2021 come along, and we sent another email out, and they were unable to make that game because they had a Ranfurly Shield match here at the Magpies. So that was cool. 2022 we tried again, and what happened there was Northland went up to Sonny Nepe-Apatu Park, which is in Rangitukia, and they played the East Coast team there on the conditions that next year they'll get to go and Northland will host them. Okay. So then we tried again, and 2023 here we are. They said, yep, let's make it happen. It's been 3 years in the making, and yeah, it's been a lot of hard work by everybody. I mean, I'm just a spoke in the wheel. Yeah. Just by picking up the phone and saying, hey, can we get a game? Yeah. Everybody else is the one who's made this day happen, So you likes of Dylan, Steve Baker, the coaching staff, the management.
Yeah, that's tremendous. That's a great story. That all those setbacks, but you persisted. Yeah. You persisted, and you tried again. You tried and tried again.
Well, as you know, you don't know if you don't ask. That's my motto anyway. They can only say yes or no, and this time we got a yes, and it was like, wow, it's happening. Yeah. Oh,
that's so neat to hear that, and so great to have the Ngati-Porou East Coast down in Central Hawke's Bay. Yeah. Tremendous. Well done. Good on you, Sonny.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.